Hello and
Hello,
welcome.
guys, and welcome to
Okay,
ARC. This
cool.
is round four for Tier 1 of this short season. I'm Van Beach, joined by W. Gore.
Thank you, Van, for introducing me. My name is W. Gore, and I
If
will
he
be.
is here.
Uh, that would be the issue is that my Discord was.
All right, well,
Where
he's
he had.
here.
Blah, 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 blah. I was talking on the stream, not on Discord. Let me welcome you all
Oh, yeah,
to the greatest, the pinnacle of sim racing, the ultimate esports championship, the ARC Tier 1. This, I have to say, judging by the last few weeks, the last few races, is the most cared about sim racing league in all of motorsports. So we have 14 drivers here tonight. We're on one of the greatest tracks ever constructed by coders because they didn't feel like laser scanning. And we're in for quite a night tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Don't watch till the end because I'm sure something of mild entertainment will happen between now and then.
definitely. Just a couple weeks ago, Tier 2 was on this track. I did not have a good time myself here, so I'm hoping for everyone else to have a better time. Speaking of better times, who do you think is going to win this race, guys? Put it in the chat if you're here. All eight of you, please.
My guess would have to be Terry, just judging by the times he's done and I've seen him do. So I have a feeling he will get pole position and win the race. But if there's one thing I've learned in my years of F1 or my 9 months of F1 is that there's no certainties in this world.
Definitely.
And that also cars are fast.
Cars do go fast.
All right.
Oh, and we already have a yellow flag somewhere.
Yep, well, Terry is starting his lap now, so into turn one he goes. Want to take as much curb as possible there, doing some good engine braking to stop him in a straight line to be able to turn in there. Now he goes down through turn two. We want to run out wide, use all of the track with those rumble strips now cut in. You got to be careful. I think he used a good amount. I just realized I got to turn the detail on. Sorry about that, everybody. Looks like he does a good job to not invalidate there. This one, you want to kind of touch the bricks, at least I would think, but in this case, Terry is much better here than I am, so whatever he does, he's doing right. So
Yeah.
I guess you do want to just touch the curb and not the brick so much through here. Definitely has a great setup to be able to counter that oversteer and really get the car to agree with him on the second phase of that turn, which it does phenomenally now coming into the hairpin. Normally I like to short shift up to third gear here under acceleration. It looks like he does the same. He goes all the way up to fourth, so perhaps there is some time to be found there, or you could just be easier on the throttle. Terry. Leave it to Canadians, am I right, guys? Anyways, coming down the backstretch, the hill setting a 109.4. I think that's about to get absolutely smashed as Terry brakes super late into the chicane, taking a good amount of curb on the second phase of it, getting the power down, opening up his drag reduction system, and coming across the line for a 108.4, a second faster than
Wow.
Sahil, and 2 seconds faster than Kia, who is actually exactly 1 second off Sahil's time. Jordan
Yeah.
only able to set a 108.9, and we know he's very fast in qualifying, so that just shows what a phenomenal lap that is from Terry.
Sir Harry on the hards.
And Shen able to go within
Ooh.
1/10 or 100th of
Wow.
Terry. I want to see where Doth is. Doth sets a 118.4 on mediums. I have to assume that was
Bit lagging.
yeah.
Alfa Romeos have dominated this season, low key, especially last race. I believe they finished 1-2 in Monaco, if I'm correct.
I think they finished 1-3.
Really, I don't remember. Let's see.
Yeah, I do remember Van. I have an excellent memory.
Babu and Chipsy both invalidated their first hot lap. Feels bad.
So what do you think about the new McLaren, Mercedes, Williams liveries? Give me your thoughts on those, Van. I want to hear your thoughts.
Well, I didn't know McLaren had a new one, apparently.
It's got a rainbow across the halo and then a little rainbow
Oh.
on the side pod. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. You know, it's nice to see these teams standing up for whatever they're standing up for. I don't really know. For
Very
sure.
well put, Van. You are a man of culture,
I
a
mean,
philanthropist,
I get the
and
idea they're going with
a
it,
man of
but
compassion. Yeah, I think
I like the Merc
yeah,
one
the
for
black
sure.
Merc looks awesome, and it's for a very good cause. So, Chipsy setting a 109.3, but doing 2 laps on those tires, so he's going to want to get rid of those and make sure he sets a faster lap by the end of it. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, there is 12 minutes and 35 seconds left in this session. Plenty of stuff still to happen here in Canada. The most interesting thing to happen in Canada since... I don't really know too much Canadian history, so if Kia, if you want to Steam message me if you're listening to this. Oh, here it is. Thanks for letting me go automatic gears. Belly mayo. Well, you guys can't see that because of the Sim Hub, but Kia did actually message me right on cue, so yay. So we're on board with Chipsy here as he presumably is doing an end lap, so we're going to switch to somebody who's actually doing a lap. We've got Sir Harry. No. I guess we'll go to Terry, who's on his out lap. From Sir Harry to Terry to Tear Bear. The Tear Bear. We'll see what he's able to do, but he's... I don't think he's won yet in Tier 1, but he's definitely come very close. He has the pace to win, but he just hasn't quite been able to do it yet, so...
Devin Chen's definitely going to prove the challenging there as he cuts really... Wow. Okay.
I beat Chen. Just, I don't know if you remember, just throwing, throwing that out there.
We do.
With a torn Achilles, no less, so basically I'm, the best. So. No big deal. I mean, I'm just, what can I say? Alright, Terry now, coming down the back stretch, coming on the back of the stretch, is about to go through the wall of champions. Here we go. Doesn't invalidate, goes really slowly for some reason. This is a new technique. I don't think the rest of the world is ready for this. Does not have DRS open. Goes up into 8th gear. Maybe he didn't bring enough fuel.
But
well, takes a very, very poor turn 2 there. So yeah, I don't.
Well, if the hill's on a hot lap, and you just say purple sector 1.
At that.
So
show us what you got, Sahil. Opening up the DRS to come into this first chicane. Early on the brakes, doesn't get enough turn in there. That's the setup I gave him for you. Which he then made changes to because apparently it was too loose. But, loose actually allows you to turn. So, pick your poison here, gentlemen. He gets on the power nice and smoothly from the hairpin. Opens up his drag reduction system to go down the back straight. A really fun straight to go on. If only there was like a proper corner at the end of it and not one of the stupidest corners in the game. Not in real life, just in the game because of the corner cutting. So... screw this corner. Opens up the drag reduction system for the second time, or the third, whatever the time. Comes across the line to go 4th fastest with a 109.1. Rip. So much for a fastest sector, Van.
Hey, the game told me what it wanted to tell me.
That's true. You are a conduit for the game. So Terry is...
Robert's on the lap. Oh, and someone... Or that's in the wall.
This is my shot.
There's no ghosting on.
Yeah,
so
yep. Goozy Man having to abort his. No, he's on an out lap. So hopefully Figlin doesn't get DQ'd as he reverses onto the track a little bit. Trying to get a star turnaround, goes right into the wall there. Just wanted to make sure he stays out of the way of everybody and not impeding them. So he did a good job there to stay out of the way.
And Doff just jumped into 4. Oh, but then Jordan takes it. Oh, Kia, yeah.
Kia with a 108.6. That's a phenomenal lap from him. That's with my setup, so... some potential there. Yeah. Oh, I did. I left all the assists on. That's what Kia was talking about. Whoopsies. Ghosting is off and all that, but the assists, I think I accidentally left on, like, automatic and...
Well, we'll trust everyone, not to put it on.
Yeah, I'm watching Kia now because I don't trust this guy. No, he's definitely doing it with his hands, which is it's just so much faster. It's a.
I mean, wait, isn't Goozy Man? Can't he not race without it?
No, he's doing it.
Really?
I can hear the gears. It sounds like he's doing it. We'll see here. When he comes into a downshifty turn, we'll hear the. No, that's definitely real. So he's doing it with a broken arm. Good for this man. Not as quite as impressive as my Abu Dhabi performance or my Baku win, but yeah, it's fine.
Oh, Chen Goes 2 times faster than
Yeah,
Terry.
maybe Terry's sandbagging here because now he's done 3 laps and doing like weird shifting and saving ERS, I guess. So I don't know what he's doing, but I think he's gonna come out for a final lap here. As ooh, sorry guys, let me turn off my oh wow, this is really lagging. FPS counter off, so that's not flashing on the screen. There we go, that's better. That just kind of sits up there and flashes. So Chen, yeah, that's a good lap, but we'll see. Terry was able to do, I think, a 107 on medium, so either he's really sandbagging it or he has lost a bit of his pace. We'll see. Yeah, I think it was a 107 on medium. Sir Harry up in 4th position. He's at a great middle of this season. He wasn't there for the first race, I don't think, but getting a 2nd place in Monaco and now a 4th place on the grid in Canada as of now. Obviously, still 6 minutes left to go. How many viewers do we have, Van? I don't have the chat open.
14 at the moment, as I can't speak.
To every single one of you, 14 viewers, thank you for your service.
Oh, and Sahil kind of got in front of Tack.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
He had to take evasive maneuvers.
Those are the best kind of maneuvers. We'll see if Tack can do any better than a 109.5. Yahtzee, he does a 109.02.
We have a lot of Chen fanboys in the chat tonight, apparently.
Yeah, well, just remember, I beat Chen, all of you guys, so, you know, he beat me once, and I beat him once, and then I haven't raced since then, so. You know, because I'm just so injured. What can I say? Torn Achilles, it's, you know.
So, I got a question, Dorn.
Of course, anytime.
You versus Chen, who will win in Vietnam?
We both use line, so, we'll see. Me versus Rogue, I think I would beat Rogue because Rogue doesn't use line and it would take him a little bit to learn it. But Shen and I are the line scum, and so we will, I think we'd get it pretty fast. But, you know, so much of it is just having a feel for the car, which Chen clearly has a phenomenal feel for the car, and it's just how much he can push it, and I really don't have that, so he does a great job in qualifying and a great job in the race. But
do you think we'll see any crazy action in Vietnam in Zan Boot or whatever it's called?
Zandvoort. Zandvoort.
Zandvoort or something.
Zandvoort.
Vort, yeah, there we
Zandvoort. Van, we need to sell ARC t-shirts with like E-Rouge and Zandvoort.
Yeah.
Zandvoort. And then subsequently go to the grave for said t-shirts. So, little Linus Tech tip for you all. Don't cut the corners. It invalidates your lap time. So, Figlin able to go, or sorry, Bug Snacks able to go with a 109.45.
And off put himself in the third.
Yeah, that's a good lap from him. A 108.5. Crucially, Terry's was with like 16 minutes left in the session. So the track evolution's helping out Doth there. Doth had a great performance in Monaco. I was talking before that Monaco race that really I haven't seen the performance from him that I expected. He's really fast, he's really consistent, and he's very, very clean. Probably one of the cleanest, if not the cleanest racer I've raced against. And yeah, just kind of stuff happening out of his control, getting punted by reserves that and so, but when that didn't happen, he was able to put in a really consistent, good performance, get a good podium with his teammate winning the race, and so we'll see if he can repeat that or go for the win here in Canada tonight.
Sir Harry in the pits right now. He selected the medium tire. I wonder if he'll do a lap. Everyone's in the pits right now other than Babu.
And Sword.
Oh, and Sword, yep. But Sword is coming in. All eyes on Babu. And I think he just invalidated. Yep.
Rip.
That's unfortunate. And this is Off the Hood coming out of the pits right now.
And just a quick congratulations to Of the Hood, who is now a homeowner. Yay! Yay! Well, it's a big step in people's lives. So good for him. Kublai is now playing F1 2019. I loathe the lobby that he's in, and we've got Terry on an outlap. So I'm gonna ride on board with Terry because I want to see this man put in his absolute banger of a lap. He's definitely capable of it. If he doesn't crack under pressure, we'll just have to see. But it looks like he was kind of doing some practice laps almost his last time out, warming up the tires nice and early, getting some good heat into those tires. You know, real pros put their brake bias up to like as high as the game will let you, like 70% or 65, whatever, for your to get those tires or those brakes nice and warm as well. But we'll see if he's pro. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Here we go. Everyone's out of the pits for the final hot lap. 1 minute left in quali.
Yeah, 1 minute and 15 until the flag drops. Terry now coming through the wall of champions. He's actually going to have a little bit of traffic later on the lap if that person's much slower than him. So he opens up his drag reduction system coming out of the wall of champions, going across the line now, going to turn 1. He's going to brake right on that tarmac patch. Actually brakes super late. Locks up, broke a little bit too late, so that's going to compromise him a little bit, but he actually really does a great job to be able to get it turned around into turn 2, runs out super wide coming into turn 3. Here's going to brake right before the 50, locks that front a little bit as well, cuts the grass just a bit, right perfect enough to where you don't get the tires spinning on the exit. Comes in there, brakes at the black marker board, locks up again. Terry, what are you doing? Good lord, maybe he didn't turn down his brake bias after he turned it up. Uses all the track there, opens up the drag reduction system coming into the second chicane now, or technically the first chicane. Takes a good amount of curb on exit. He's invalidated.
Yep.
Does he have enough time to get to the line again?
Nope, as he crashes into the wall and Kublai has joined.
Ah,
The right
gross.
moment.
I didn't realize people could join in the middle of the session. That's unfortunate. He's not going to get to qualify, so he'll be starting from the back, so we'll see what he can do. Is there anybody else on the lap? Here, Doth. Let's ride on board with Doth here.
Yes, everyone.
What's up?
Everyone's on that.
Well, you know, I don't need your tone here. As Doth now coming into the final hairpin. I do want to see how much Doth short shift. He goes down to first gear, second, kind of third, borderline short shift to third. Not quite though, but he is giving Chen the slipstream. Not really. Never mind. That looked a lot closer on the cinematic cam, but maybe he'll get a little bit of effect of that. Harry, unsurprisingly, unable to improve on his mediums versus his soft run.
Oh, Doth completely cuts wall champions there.
What about Chen? Is Chen on a banger? Can he break the 107s? No, he cannot, but he still sends, we'll see what Kia can do. Maybe he's hiding something under that hood of the Toro Rosso as he comes into the wall of champions here. Does cut a really good amount to not get an invalidation. Good job from him, and he crosses the line to just barely improve, but not a bad lap at all. A 108.6 is still a blisteringly fast lap.
Jordan puts himself in second. Wow, that drops Terry down the second row of the grid. And
yikes. And so Chipsy. Yeah, Chipsy's going to be the last one to come across the line here. We've got a racing point in front of him that hopefully gets out of the way here, as he should brake as soon as the bump. You feel the bump, then you start braking. Going to the wall champions, he takes it nice and clean. This looks like it's going to be a good lap. Certainly faster than a 108.9, and it is.
Yes.
I don't know what it was, but he gained some positions.
There it is. It's quality for you. Round 4 of Tier 1.
That was a really epic Fortnite gamer call.
Oh, and Terry dropped out to 4th even. So
Yeah.
wow.
Hood. Hood. Wow.
Yeah.
A 108.4.
Off the hood. Wow. It's going to be a really close race tonight, I think.
I'm very excited to see what happens on the first lap. I think there's going to be a lot of position changing. And if Monaco is anything to go off of, a lot of crashing. So in the immortal words of Edwin S. Lowe, Yahtzee.
Did he actually say that?
Yes, Edwin S. Lowe is the creator of Yahtzee, so I have to assume that at one point in his life, at one time or another, he uttered the words Yahtzee.
Interesting.
I mean,
So Kublai's in the Ferrari, I can already tell because of the garage.
that really bums me out. That's supposed
Take
to
it
be
up for
my
you guys.
seat.
Yep. Red Bull garage empty.
Okay, well,
to see
you
it.
know, I mean, it's basically the equivalent of like Sebastian Vettel getting injured and then putting Lance Stroll in the car. So, oh, I can pay enough to get in the car. Yeah, whatever. Is what it is, I guess. What can you do? Except they should burn that car. All right, the session has begun. The formation lap is about to get underway. Let's see how many DQs we have, although the only DQs have come from a certain reserve who will remain nameless. And so, yeah, let's see. We got ghosting is off, which makes the formation lap, the beginning of it, maybe a bit scary, but it looks like everybody gets away well. We have 15 drivers on the grid here with Kublai in that Ferrari. I do like the German helmet though, so maybe I'll take back what I said before, but probably not. I don't know. We'll see how the race goes. So yeah,
So 2
Jordan.
people.
Yeah.
Go on.
Jordan's got to be really happy to be up there in second position. He's normally
yeah.
not great off the line, and he's normally not too consistent. He definitely struggles with consistency a little bit, but this season, he's really been on top of his game. Unfortunately, he had a lag-out issue in Baku that really cost him what would have been, I think, a pretty definitive third-place podium. So that's a bummer, but he's driven really well. He's qualified absolutely phenomenally, so I'm looking forward to see what he can do in this race. And of course, as I said on this first lap, I think we'll see a lot of position changes, whether it be from overall pace kind of showing to just a bad start to this track is so easy to overtake when you're really close. It's hard to follow, but once you get close enough, it's pretty easy to pass. So we'll see what happens here. As Chen now approaches the wall of champions, lets the game take over for him because we're all too incompetent to park in a grid slot. Yeah, I say that somewhat sarcastically, but we definitely are.
Yeah, there's no way.
I mean, it would just be like an aborted start we'd have to go 35 laps of aborted starts before we'd get to go. So Chen approaching his grid slot, number 68 in the Alfa Romeo, our previous race winner. Not the race before that, though. Gore took it. I don't know if you remember. Just kidding. Unless. And we got Kublai now approaching the final grid slot. The lights will go on, and this race will be underway. It's 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. That's a long hold. Thank you, Codemasters. It's lights out, and away we go. It looks like Jordan got a pretty terrible start there. Hood already alongside him, going to be diving down the inside to turn 1. It looks like we got Terry on the outside spur. Yep, that's one of the Williams in the back. That looks like Dot Thou Hoist got spun there. Looks like Jordan going really slow into the apex of turn 2, and that looks like Kia rear-ending him there as we go into turn 3. Side by side, we've got Terry. We have a full safety car.
Okay. I saw, so apparently this happened like last Sunday as well. We did not even get to turn 1 without having someone crash. Again, Sword was kind of part of it, and now part of it again. Wow.
Yeah, I just saw, unfortunately, one of those Williams. Sorry, just turning you down a bit there, Van. Unfortunately, one of those Williams, already sided before that, and then I unfortunately watched Doth got spun by somebody. But these top 4 keeping their positions the way they are before the safety car happens. Let me turn on the... So, yeah, the top 4 all staying the same. Kia gaining a position, Chipsy gaining 2 positions, Doth losing 9 positions. Hopefully he doesn't have damage, though. I don't know if he does. It doesn't look like he does, but I don't know.
He lost? Oh, no, he didn't lose. No, he's good.
I'd be curious if anybody pits for hards and tries to go soft, hard, medium. I don't think that would be the right call, but maybe if you're in the back and if you have damage, it might be the right call.
And Jordan runs into Chen. What was that? I think he was trying to pit.
Jordan wanted to go into the pits.
Wow.
Looks like nobody got a 5-second penalty there, but Chen hopefully not picking up any damage. Does not look like...
Tackle some pits. I wonder...
So does Sahil and Kublai. Guzzi Man as well. The bottom 9 to 15th are in the pits right now on lap 1.
And we are seeing some hards. Sahil switching to the hards. We're seeing some medium changes on tack. Sword, I think. Nope, Sword's going to hards. Jordan on the mediums.
Doth onto the hards.
Yep, on the hards. All right.
So Doth actually gaining 3 positions in the pits there, so hopefully that'll bring him a little bit of... all things considered, if you're going to get spun out on lap 1, once again for poor Doth, at least he got a safety car, and he's able to get back up there. Now putting himself, too, on the Contra strategy, which in turn could actually play out.
Definitely. He's definitely got the pace to make it work.
Who you texting?
Oops, let me just turn that off.
Is that your goal fund?
No, it's actually the Apollo Boy Snapchat, by the way.
I have seen too many old man. I'm not going to finish that. All right. We got Chen. Yeah, as you said, Jordan pitting after whatever the hell that was that we just witnessed. That was incredibly unfortunate for basically everybody involved. And so we're going to do, hopefully, no more laps under the safety car. This should be the last one. And while we have a chance to talk here, I got nothing. Yep, I got nothing.
Well, yeah, I agree with what you said. You know, I got nothing
Thank
as well.
you. Oh, here's a question. F1 2020. Okay. Would you rather have the multiplayer bugs fixed or get a better spectator mode?
Oh wow, probably the multiplayer bugs fixed.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. But the spectator
We
mode
can
would be
always edit
nice.
it. Yeah, I mean,
Imagine
it's
how
apparently going to be improved.
Yeah, imagine how crazy it'd be though if there were no bugs and you got new stuff for $60. That'd be nuts, dude. Oh my god. Can you even imagine? That would be crazy. I mean, it took them 4 weeks to put on the frickin' SF90 thing on the on the Ferrari engine cover. I remember that was like a 1 gigabyte update with a bunch of stuff, and the main thing was like, added the SF90 logo to the... Oh, safety car is going to be in this lap.
Apparently, that safety car model isn't even the right model. They use IRL.
I believe that. So Chen's slowing down to the hairpin. I assume we're going to see some crashing. No.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Wow. Good job, Tier 1.
Everyone is going.
Oh,
to
there it is. Yep,
Oh,
Kublai
God.
right into the Guzman. Kublai into Sahil.
Oh,
Sword into Guzman into Kublai. And Guzman losing a lot of positions there.
Ever 5-second penalty. He has to not be pleased at
And
all.
so Chen takes off, and we've got Terry right in the back of Off the Hood, who's going to really pushing him there. Terry sends it down the inside of the wall of champions, but he's going to be really shallow. He does. He's going to get put into the wall. There it is.
Oh,
and
no.
he DNFs.
Oh, and he hits us.
And he gets it again. He gets it again and again and again and again and again and again
Oh
and
my
again.
gosh.
And that's a Toro Rosso backwards. That's tacked. Oh,
I can't with this tier, man. I can't. This is too much.
and
Oh
Terry
my
loses it.
God.
I saw that coming from a mile away. Unfortunately, Hood was really squeezing him. He tried to go down to the inside, but then it was just a really shallow line, and he got just pushed into the wall there, a la Singapore.
Why
And
did we go free wide in Smaller Champions?
his tire came off on the first hit. The other two were just for good measure. So now Terry,
Not even a safety car for that. Like, okay.
oh my god, oh that was too much. We've got Kia up in the second position with with Hood in third and Chipsy up in fourth, and a 2.7 second gap back to Sir Harry, who is getting pressured by Bugsnax. We'll see what Bugsnax is able to do. But yeah, this is like a great result for the Renault boys right now. A podium for one of them. So we'll see Bugsnax gaining on Sir Harry. He's going to probably go to the inside if Sir Harry doesn't defend it. Sir Harry does not defend it. Down to the inside goes Bugsnax, but breaks super early. Sir Harry goes into the pits, and I think Bugsnax just got a warning or a penalty for that because he did cut the corner, not expecting that.
Yeah,
So
we're
he'll pick
seeing
up a
more people
5-second
coming to
penalty.
pits.
Oh, wow.
I'm definitely not going to be pleased if there was no safety car from that incident, as he probably has to come into the pits as well. Terry, though, the biggest unfortunate person here. We're looking at another Chen win, perhaps. But Kia is not too far behind.
Yeah, also Hood and Chipsy doing a good job. It looks like Hood has more pace than Kia here because he's been consistently staying behind him through these technical sections. So he's on the back of him now, especially with DRS. I think we're going to see a good DRS train between them. Kia not really having to defend into the hairpin here because Hood's not that close. Hood goes super late on the brakes but is able to keep it under control there. Almost goes into the wall there, but is able to keep it on the track. Puts it into mode 4 here. He's going to get a really nice slipstream on Kia down, but there's really, if you're not through, if you're side by side because he doesn't have DRS, I think he's going to struggle to overtake into the Wall of Champions, and I don't really think that move is worth pursuing. So Kia now not having to defend into the Wall of Champions because Hood was a little bit too far back, saving his energy at 70%, whereas Kia is down at 22%. Shen sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:11.7, gaining about a second on Kia in that lap. So Chen, yeah, is just going to be able to run away with this for the time being here.
It stops. Second time this race. And so it's his teammate, so that's going to be a double sack for Guzman, just adding more to the burn of his time penalties. And oh, okay, Guzman just went inside Jordan.
Oh, not for me. Not for me.
Oh, okay.
For me, he's still sitting there because Jordan had a penalty, and now Goosey's gonna have to serve a Goosey has to serve a penalty and get a new front wing. We're just gonna sit here and watch this, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing better to watch than this. This is just
Man,
painful. Yeah, that's
I
brutal.
feel like he gets the most unlucky things happening to him in the race.
Speaking of the
Every
most
race.
unlucky things, Doth in 6th position. Great recovery from him. He's going to be looking to get that move on Figlin or Bug Snacks if you're dirty, if you're nasty, whatever. So DRS is enabled now. I feel like that's a lap early, but I guess I'm just not counting. Hood opens it on Kia now. He has really good closing speed. Kia goes into AI mode.
AI, whoa. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here. Alright, he's out of AI mode. Maybe he didn't want to take the Wall of Champions. But Hood with DRS, saving ERS now as Kia is at 29% to his 70%. Kia, again, really not having to defending here. Actually, he's using his ERS to defend preemptively. And that can only last him for so long. But Chipsy doing a good job to stay within the DRS of his teammate, who is in turn staying within the DRS of Kia, who is in turn lost about 3 seconds to Chen in the last 2 laps. So Kia really struggling, goes out wide there. Hood actually losing the rears there. So the tires are getting a bit worn here, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, Hood doesn't have his telemetry on. Kia does, though, and he's at 39% on the rears. So Hood and Chipsy are going to be in that same ballpark. Again, both within each other's DRS. Chipsy gaining on Hood as well. I'd be curious what kind of team radio or team orders we got going on there in the Renault team radio. And if they're just charging energy and Hood knows he doesn't have to worry about Chipsy behind him because they've got a 7-second gap behind him and building. Kublai also going to be looking for a move on Doth, but we'll go back to Hood and Kia now as Hood opens up the DRS on this backstretch. I think he's a little bit too far, but he might be able to get him into turn 1. Kia, I don't think he's going to have to go defensive into the Wall of Champions. No, he does not. But if Hood gets a good run through here, he's going to be in trouble. And Hood does not. He goes into the wall there, and Chipsy pits, but Hood into the wall, probably getting some wing damage. Not that I would know because he has his telemetry off, but yeah, Kublai really close to Doth as well, as he's going to open up his DRS. Doth does not have the DRS on Bugsnax. Doth defends the inside. Kublai going to switch to the inside? No, he's not. Bugsnax kind of blocking that way even if he wanted to, as Kublai is still looking for this move on the medium tires versus Doth on the hards versus Figlin on those really old soft tires. So we'll see what either of them, or all 3 of them in turn, are able to do. Of course, Figlin going to be really struggling with his tires, and Doth on the slower tires than Kia's. Jordan says the fastest lap of the race with another 1:11.7, but set on the medium tires. He is in 10th position currently. So let's see if Doth can make the move on Figlin here. He's saving energy. Kublai has done a phenomenal job of saving energy here, as you can see, at 81%. Figlin goes really late on the brakes into there. Now Kublai, that's going to allow him to go on the outside and get the slipstream on Doth, who is on the inside, or technically will be the outside. Yeah, Sword is... Yep, I didn't even see Sword. Kublai dives down the inside of Doth, almost smacks into him. They do a great job of leaving space there, but Doth is going to have that slipstream from Bugsnax. Sword a little bit too far back to do anything here. Both of them have DRS. They open up the DRS. Figlin kind of choosing which one he wants to go. They're really close. Oh, and Doth has to push Kublai aside. 3 wide into... Oh, Kublai completely cuts the corner. But they look to be able to get through that fine. As Sword now on the back of Doth doing a great job to be able to be staying with these guys. So good on him. I'm curious. We'll see if Chipsy does get past Hood here in the pits. And it looks like he does. Chipsy not only getting past Hood, also getting past Kia. Kia also picking up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So Chipsy undercut both of them.
Yeah, that's great by Chipsy, honestly.
Yeah,
He'll be happy
great
about
play.
that.
So this currently is the battle for the podium. Kia really losing out there, taking that 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Kia now under attack by Off the Hood, looking
Going
get
to the
overtake.
inside, yeah. Oh, I think he got it. No, a little bit of contact there. Kia having to cut the corner. He's going to pick up, but nothing. Wow, okay. Well, you did a good job to go around the bollards. I just figured the game would be a kind of a wiener to him, but Doff now looking for the move on Kublai as we go up the field a little bit here, opening up the DRS, but actually fell really far back in the hairpin, but he was at 5/10 before the hairpin. Now he's way too far back to go for a move, so we will go back to Kia and Hood. Hood, though, sorry, Van, I don't know if you noticed this, but Hood actually out of the DRS of his teammate Chipsy. So Chipsy setting the fastest lap of the race with a 1:11.5. Chen just came out of the pits here and is 5/10 in front of Kublai and Doth. Of course, they've been on their tires for 8 laps. So Chen able to build a pit stop gap in 8 laps.
That is crazy. Down the field, Bugsnax and Malbu into turn 1, side by side. Fighting for the 1 point at the moment. Kia has the chance to attack Off the Hood now on the straight.
Yeah, he's going to be opening up that DRS, but Hood's doing a fairly terrible job of managing his energy. Not that there's really much he can do on the track like this, so not a terrible job of managing his energy. He's doing the best he can. This is more just a terrible track for energy. Kia gets a little bit loose in the Wall of Champions, and I think Hood can turn his energy down and save for the rest of the straight, but I don't think he knows Kia got a bad enough exit, so he's still using it. Not able to get within the DRS of his teammate. Oh, Doth able to get past Kublai there. I think Kublai lost it because that's not a very conventional overtaking spot, so. That being said, Chipsy's probably going to go for a move on Sword here pretty soon, and Kia possibly on Hood as well. Only time will tell. But we're going to ride on board with Chipsy here as he is very close. He's going to open up the drag reduction system. He's going to try to go to the inside, I would assume, or no, he's probably not going to go for a move on this straight. He does kind of go for a look up the inside, but he's not going to go for the move. Cuts a little bit of that corner there, but it looks like he got a better exit than Sword, who is really struggling on those tires, it seems. But let's see if he is. Yeah, 38% on the rears. It's not going to feel too great on mediums, but definitely doable. Chipsy's just going to be feeling much better there as Chipsy now puts the power down. Sword saving energy. I think he knows it's coming. He definitely knows it's coming as Chipsy opens up DRS. Sword still defending to the inside, though. Chipsy going to go around to the outside. I think he should have this move through and clear. He is. He's going to put the brakes down, and he should be more than clear. Off the Hood picks up a 3-second penalty, excuse me, and Kia does as well. So Kia now with 8 seconds of penalties. Hood's going to try to get past Sword into turn 1. Really squeezes Sword almost completely off the track there under braking. That was a little bit dirty from Hood, but looks like they all made it through safely. And Hood now with just out of the 3,000ths out of the DRS of his teammate. Of course, with a 3-second penalty, though, now Hood, Doth picking up a 3-second penalty as well.
Yep, and we're starting to see a lot more of that as Harry also gets one.
And so now Chipsy on the back of Kublai with DRS, actually able to keep his teammate out of that window of DRS, it looks like.
Yeah. Getting past Sword. Oh, they tap wheels and he puts Sword into the wall there.
Oof.
Oof.
Chipsy getting around Kublai there very cleanly into the hairpin there. Kublai not able to really defend from that, so did a good job. Kublai loses the rears there. He's got wing damage. His Hood's now going to be looking for him, but Kublai is going to have DRS of Chipsy, I believe. Don't think it'll be enough. Neither of them have DRS of each other, apparently. That's something, so I don't quite understand that. Hood kind of looked to the inside, maybe to psych out Kublai. Maybe Kublai's pitting. Kublai's not pitting, but Hood gets a really good run through there. Not sure if he picked up a warning. Does tap the wall yet again. That is such a tricky wall to hit. Obviously, it has its name for a reason, but not able to get past Kublai on this occasion, probably because he didn't have DRS.
Does it look like it's getting cloudy a bit?
It does. Looks a bit cloudy, yeah.
I wonder-
Maybe that's why people went onto the hards thinking it was going to rain. I don't know.
Yeah. Hood still chasing Kublai here.
Yeah, opens up DRS as Kublai gets onto the grass. I think he's going to have this move, and he's definitely going to go for it. Kublai defends to the inside, off the Hood to the outside. Kublai late on the brakes. Hood later on the brakes. Hood leaves space. They both do a great job of leaving space, but now Kublai's going to get the better exit out of that chicane, and he's going to be in the slipstream of Hood going down into the hairpin, but I think Hood is far enough. Yeah, Hood's definitely far enough. He's saving energy. Is he going to be able to withstand Kublai, though, on this long DRS straight? Kublai looks like he got the power down a lot worse there, losing the rears. Kia behind him as well, but he is going to have DRS of Hood. I don't think he's going to be able to do much, as Kia's not going to be able to do much either. Pretty far behind, 6 or 7 tenths, as is Kublai to Hood. So I think Hood is safe for this straight, but Kublai has been getting a much better run through the chicane. No, he's really struggling with that wing damage there. And oh, almost oversteers it right into the wall there. So Kia's going to be looking to get past him and not lose as much time as well. Hood's still out of the DRS of Chipsy, but Chipsy closing in on Doff really well to within 1.2 seconds of him.
Sword lost another position to Harry. Oh, and Kublai looks like he's struggling really hard there. And Kia tries to make an overtake, but oh, he taps back into Kublai and saves him from spinning. Wow. And I think Kublai has like a missing end plate, so I think that might be...
Oh, and he goes really late on the brakes. And he just holds that and just parks his car right on the apex there. We have a yellow flag in Sector 3. Looks like it's fairly sustained. Oh, that's Guzman. Yeah, unfortunately for him. Kia getting past Kublai, but Kublai's going to try to fight it back on the straight. We'll see if he does. It would be the Kublai special. He's got 51% wing damage, or is that 54? I can't read. I don't know. It's really small text. He does not even have DRS. Kia has the DRS, and we have another yellow flag in Sector 1, but I don't see anything of that. So Chipsy now within DRS of Doth. Hood still outside of that DRS of his teammates. So Chipsy looking really solid for a podium. Looks really good for a double Renault podium today without a safety car or rain. But that, as you mentioned, those clouds do look to be getting darker and darker.
Jordan slowly climbing his way up the grid as well. And Kublai loses a lot of positions there from that pit stop.
So Chipsy, yeah, doing a great job sticking behind Doth in that dirty air through the chicane. He's at 420. Into the hairpin there. Doth locks up his front left there, so he's going to be struggling going a little deep into that corner, but he does get the power down actually incredibly well. I don't think it's going to be enough to withstand Chipsy with DRS down this really long back straight. Chipsy opens up the DRS, staying in the slipstream in mode 4.
Sword just completely corner cut the hairpin, almost hit Jordan.
So Chipsy actually not getting almost into the wall with the dirty air, but now he's got the DRS. Looks like Doth got a much better exit though, and I think Doth is going to be able to get it, especially if he defends the inside. He doesn't even feel like he needs to, and case in point, he doesn't need to. Chipsy cuts that corner. I'm sure he picked up a warning for that. Doth, though, locking up, losing the rears into turn 2. Oh, Chipsy losing the rears into turn 2. Speaking of, Hood actually losing a lot of time to him there. Lost almost 6 tenths that lap, but then made it back about 3 of those tenths right then and there. Yep, Chipsy picking up a 3-second time penalty there, so he is now equal with Doth and Hood. Kia with 8 seconds of penalties. Chipsy really going to want to be getting in front of. Oh, who was that? That's going to be Guzman again, slow in Sector 1 there. But Chipsy really going to be wanting to get past Doth before the Wall of Champions, because he really seems to be struggling with the dirty air through there, losing a lot of time and almost hitting the wall. But I think he is too far back to be able to do this, and I think he knows it. Looks like he was saving energy initially, but now he's going to use it, maybe realizing that he has 4%, or 94%, sorry. So he puts it in mode 4. Hood still just outside the DRS of him. Doth picks up another 3-second penalty, though, now putting him behind Chipsy and Hood, respectively.
Attack on the back of Sahil, fighting for 10th. Sahil defends on the inside. Ooh, was that a weave? I don't know. Kublai picks up fastest lap as he's closing in on Tech and Sahil. Gypsy's still behind Doff, looking to make that move when he can. Those hards can definitely finish the race, so Doff doesn't have to worry about much. I think Gypsy still has to do another pit to next medium set, so he'll want to get past him as quick as possible here.
Yep, Chipsy within 4/10 of Doff. Looks like he, again, gets a little bit of a worse run out of there, so not able to pass Doff. I have to assume... Well, no, I don't have to assume. I'm guessing maybe Doff is holding out for the rain, knowing he's in a good position, and then once they're all level pegging on tires, he can try to keep going, but I don't really know. He really seems to be struggling out there, but it's a little bit too soon for mediums anyway, so yeah, he'd have to stay out regardless, so... Never mind, but I really hope it rains, and the clouds are looking a little bit dark. That being said, it's very possible it's just overcast. Jordan really close to Sir Harry as well. We'll see if he's able to make a move. Actually, he just lost a bunch of time there, so...
Oh, and Tech, will he go for the move?
No.
So it looks like he's struggling a bit. Kublai behind these two as well.
Yeah. I do want to quickly go back to Chipsy and Doth, as this is the closest Chipsy has been going into the hairpin, but Doth seems to be getting a much better exit out of the hairpin every single time to Chipsy. Chipsy using his energy from the get-go, though, now, opening the DRS. Doth, I think, still just too far ahead, as it almost looks to be getting sunnier now.
Yeah, in certain part of the track, it's like sunny.
And so now we'll go back to Kublai, Tact, and Sahil on the run down into the hairpin. We'll see what they're going to be able to do as Sahil goes all the way to the inside. Tact goes over there to pick up some of that slipstream. Kublai in turn follows. Late on the braking, Kublai into the back of Tact, slams him off the track there. Double front lockup after the initial contact, puts Tact in the wall just a little bit there. Phenomenal braking from him. That was class of the field right there, costing Tact what appears to be an end plate there. No. So Tact no damage.
That's puts him into the wall at
this point. This is just hard to watch. I'm sorry, Goozy. Chipsy really close on Doth into the second chicane. He's going to go to the inside. We'll see if Doth leaves him the space. He does. He's very courteous there, letting Chipsy go down the inside and going to try to get him back into the hairpin. Chipsy gets a little bit of a better exit there, so I don't think Doth's going to be able to get him into here. Doth has been getting such a better exit from the hairpin, though, every other lap. We'll see if he can do it now. Use that DRS and get back in front of him. Looks like he actually lost the rears a little bit. Dirty Air is so powerful in that hairpin, more than you think. I mean, maybe it's not, but maybe it's just like a mental thing, you know, like it's a placebo thing that you just spin your tires when you're trying to catch up to somebody. But even Doth is struggling there. Jordan looking for the move on Sir Harry, opens up the DRS into the wall of champions here. We'll see what he's able to do. He's gaining. He's got much better closing speed here. He's going to swerve to the inside, go down the inside here. Oh, into the pits.
Okay.
All right. Don't know why he went to the inside if he was just going to go to the pit lane, but you know what? It worked. Doth pitting now onto mediums, going to the end. He's got a 15-lap stint ahead of him, the same stint Sir Harry just did, and probably a similar stint to what Chipsy and Hood are about to be doing. Chipsy, though, building a 3.3-second gap back to Hood, and, of course, a 14-second gap to Chen, who has just driven a phenomenally flawless race here. He's done great, as he did last week, and in Australia, faultless.
On old mediums.
Who is, sorry?
Jordan. He put on old mediums after that pit stop.
I'm just gonna check the race director and make sure he's not about to get disqualified from this. Because did he start on medium? No, he didn't. He went soft, medium, medium, medium. Interesting. Can't say that's what I would have done, but it is nonetheless interesting. Kublai gonna try another move on Tact here, hopefully with a little bit less murder involved. But only time will tell. These reserves are out for blood. And, Hood getting Chipsy goes into the pits. So he got the undercut before, and it looks like he's getting another one. Kia getting in front of him, of course, with 8 seconds of penalties, though, and still yet to pit. We'll see if Sir Harry pits, so Chipsy's not going to have to worry about that traffic. Let's see, can Doth get in front of Chipsy? I think he can. It's going to be really close, though. It's going to be really close because Chipsy gets the cut turn 2. Oh, that is so close, but Doth able to stick ahead just a little bit. So Doth... Oh, and Hood picks up another 3-second penalty, so I think Chipsy has nothing to worry about in terms of his teammate, but he does have something to worry about in terms of Doth. So Chipsy and Doth are going to be fighting for that second position as it is now, if there are no more safety cars and no rain, and I don't think there's going to be rain. It looks a bit too sunny for the rain to really be rolling in.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Tact pitting onto mediums. Or from mediums. 3-lap old mediums, so he must have had wing damage or something. Chipsy within the DRS of Doth, but Chipsy struggling to stick with Doth when Doth was on hard, so I think Doth has got this position. Never count Chipsy out, the man is a fighter, but only time will tell as Kia pits now, going to serve his 5-second penalty.
Oh, yeah, Doth serving that 5 seconds there. It's going to cost him a bit.
Or, no, Doth setting the fastest lap of the race, whilst Kia is, yeah.
Oh, I meant off the hood. Oops.
Yeah. Bugsnax also, so that's going to cost him the position. No, I think he's going to get out in front of Jordan. Yeah, he does. So he doesn't have to worry about Jordan being in front of him and trying to deal with a little bit more traffic. Feiglin finds himself up in 4th position, still needing to pit once again, but up into a good position for the time being. Shen's going to have to pit again, and he's going to come out. Oh, and he does go into the pits right now. Ooh, that was
30
close to a
seconds
penalty.
in front of his teammates. So,
Yeah.
that
So
is
it looks like we've got a
absolutely-
fairly guaranteed podium for the Renaults here, barring a major incident. Chipsy, though, doing a great job to stick with Doth, and I think he really wants this 2nd position. He wants to deny the Alfa Romeo 1-2 here. So he's going to open up the DRS. Still struggling to get the power down, both of them in turn struggling to get the power down when the other is in front of him. But Chipsy getting really close here into the Wall of Champions if he can get a better run through here. Also, important to remember, Doth has 6 seconds of penalties. Chipsy only has 3 seconds. So as of now, Chipsy has 2nd place. Chipsy getting super close, though, saving his energy. Doth is at 19% energy. Chipsy really bringing the fight to Doth here. He's got a lap younger tires, but that shouldn't be making too much of a difference, as we have 12 laps to go left in this Canadian Grand Prix. Grand Prix. Kia up into 7th position after his pit stop, serving that 5-second penalty. He still has the 3-second penalty on track limits. Chipsy, though, going to be looking... Ooh, gets a little bit loose there after going onto the bricks of turn 6. I don't know. I don't know. This track is stupid. Doth really losing the rear end there. Into the chicane. Chipsy with a great run on him into the hairpin. I don't think he'll go for the move here. We'll see. Oh, he does. He switches to the inside, but he doesn't go for the move. He goes nice and early on the brakes here. Gets a much better run through the apex now. He just needs to get the power down, and he does. So with DRS, I think he's going to be in front of him here, as he's much closer than he has ever been before. Opens up the drag reduction system. Doth giving it all he's got. 26% energy. Chipsy coming up to him. Is he going to go for the move? Doth kind of sitting in the middle of the track here. Chipsy with nowhere to go, but then Doth goes to a late move to the inside there. Chipsy able to find the way around the outside and get a little bit of better traction on the exit, but then Doth able to get it back in the 2nd phase of it. Now opening up the DRS into turn 1. I think Doth's going to be able to be safe. He's not going to go to defend to the inside, and I think he's fine there, as Chipsy unable to get anything done there. Yeah, Doth sitting in the middle of the track really well to make Chipsy go one way or the other. Chipsy couldn't decide, hit the brakes a little bit. Doth braked even earlier on the inside. Chipsy fancied his way around the outside. Couldn't quite get it done as the track just narrows a little bit too much there. And so Doth keeps the position for now, but already struggling a little bit on those tires, or just had a little moment of throttle-induced oversteers. Chipsy gets a much better run through there than Doth did, of course, with double Doth's energy here. In mode 0 with DRS gaining, not going to go for the move through the 2nd chicane. Oh, loses the rear end just a little bit there. Hopefully he doesn't go into the wall. No, he does not. Doth still trying to keep him at bay as best he can with 29% energy to Chipsy's 77%. The key is there's not too many places to use this here where you wouldn't have DRS anyways, but we'll see. Chipsy struggling to get the exit speed once again. Puts it up into mode 3. Sahil picks up a 3-second time penalty, but that shouldn't affect him, I don't think. As Chipsy now saving yet more energy into the Wall of Champions. Unable to make the move on Doth just yet. Really struggling to get the power down out of that hairpin, as we've seen all night tonight. So, from both of them, respectively.
Yep, not much action over than these two right now. 10 laps to go. Jordan not too far off the hood there. Behind them, Harry Hotspur and Kia.
Gypsy getting close to Doth once again through the chicane, but he keeps taking a little bit too much curb on the exit and loses that rear, but it looks like he did a much better time there. Sword picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Just a reminder, he pitted 22 times last race. Gypsy going really deep on the brakes there to try to get back as much time as he can. He does get a really good exit. Sword retires in the pits here, so you have a yellow flag in Sector 3. Shouldn't affect Doth or Gypsy. Doth getting a little bit of a better exit, but Gypsy, not a bad one. He's closing. He's got great closing speed. He's gaining on him. He switches the inside maybe just to psych out Doth. Doth not yielding whatsoever. Again, important to remember, Doth has 6 seconds of penalty, so as of now, on track, Gypsy is winning. Or getting that second position. Sorry, Chen is winning up in the distance, 16 seconds away, driving completely flawlessly. So, not to underscore anything that he's done, I mean, it is not easy to do what he's doing and to make no mistakes like that. So, hats off to him. He's driven a phenomenal race. But Hood now 10 seconds behind his teammate. And initially, it was kind of looking like Hood was the Renault with the pace of the two. I don't know how to phrase that, but yeah, it was looking like Hood was maybe faster than Gypsy, but Gypsy really able to either use Doth's slipstream to pull a 10-second gap, or I think Doth just hit the wall there. He either clipped the grass or he hit the wall. Maybe he got a little bit of wing damage. His telemetry is off, so I don't know. Gypsy's telemetry is also off. Gypsy's driven in here forever. I don't know why he and Hood both have their telemetry off. Once again, on lap 27 here, Gypsy opening up the DRS after getting a little bit of a worse exit than Doth. Doth just really not messing up his exits where it matters. He has done a really good job defending here this evening. Gypsy not able to find an answer. Maybe he doesn't want to. As I said, winning on penalties.
I think that's definitely a factor to Gypsy right now. He's at 0 ERS.
He's at 100% right now.
Oh, I mean, mode 0, my bad.
No, yeah, I know, but he's at, and he's at 100%. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 2. It looks like that cleared up.
I think if Gypsy wanted, I think he'd get past him.
Yeah, I mean, if he left it in hot lap for an entire lap, I think he could get past him. But he doesn't feel he needs to. Maybe pressuring Doth like this, he's hoping he makes a mistake so that they can get the Renault 2-3. And that's Guzman off at the hairpin there as Gypsy and Doth are about to come past him here.
Oh, and
Gypsy and Doth both pick up a penalty respectively, so no change as to their positions. Yeah.
Does that bring off the Hood though? Up a bit?
Yeah, 9 seconds. That's a good point. So now Gypsy really should get in front of Doth and try to slow him down a bit. Although, actually, no, sorry. Hood has... Oh, well, there you go. Now Hood has 6 seconds of penalties, so yeah, no.
I don't think we'll see much more action other than these two. Everyone seems...
Yeah, the gaps are quite spaced here. Doth kind of losing the rear, whereas Gypsy doesn't lose the rear there into the hairpin. He's going to be really, really close. I don't think he's going to go for the move. But if he can just manage to get a good exit here, I think he's got the position. I don't think sending it there would have been incredibly smart. But it looks like he does get a good enough exit. Ooh, Doth kind of lags forward a little bit there, or Gypsy stutters back. I don't really know which happened there. He might still be close enough. Doth running at 33% energy. Gypsy going to be looking for the move. I don't think he's going to go forward into the Wall of Champions, though. Definitely not. No, not close enough. But he is doing much later on the brakes than Doth is. Oh, gets really close to the wall there, but keeps it under control. Opens up DRS. Still going to be a little bit too far off.
Tack gets past Babu for 10th place. Six laps left. Here we go, Figlin. Could have DRS on Kublai.
Kublai picks up a 3-second time penalty there.
Gypsy on the hairpin. Let's do something. Oh. No, never mind. I thought Doff messed that up a bit. But Doff, yeah, he's doing really good. Keeping Gypsy behind him. Gypsy at 54% ERS. So he's been trying to close that gap. Doff at 20%. Oh, is that Kublai and Piglin into the hairpin? Oh, they tap a bit and Kublai gets spawned.
Kublai
Oh, he
spins himself,
spins
yeah.
again. That's gonna probably put Tack into ninth, I think. Yep. Another penalty for Tack there.
Yeah, Gypsy still looking for this move. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it. Goes really deep into the hairpin now, trying to take a similar line to Doff as far as using all the curb, but he's kind of missing the middle apex there, and Doff gets away from him once again on this straight. But he is making Doff use a lot of his energy. He's doing a good job of that, keeping him honest, keeping him having to manage his ERS. But ooh, that's a penalty.
Yeah, that was bad.
So let's do a quick penalty check. Yeah, that's got to sting. So, oh, Doff picked up a. Oh no, Doff did not. Sorry, I thought Doff had an extra 5 seconds of penalties. Oh wait, I should be able to do the. Yeah. So Gypsy has. Is it? Yeah, I think it's 9 to 9 seconds of penalties.
And Off the Hood also has 9 or 6.
Yeah, to me it's showing 9. It would be way too much to look at if they actually all have 9. So.
Yeah.
It leaves it more suspenseful for when they cross the line.
Jordan only has 1 penalty, so he might get past Off the Hood. Or he will actually, and maybe even Harry. I mean, actually could also push Jordan above Gypsy, I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Nah, 12 seconds, that's too much.
Still 3 laps for Doth to pick up another penalty. Shen picks up a 3-second penalty there.
First one for him?
Yeah.
I think that puts everyone to have at least one. This gap is starting to build. Gypsy's out of the DRS zone. Now he really has to push the pedal there to get that second position.
Yeah, I mean, if Doth picks up another penalty, he's still within that range, but oh, these are 2 excellent camera angles. Thank you, Codemasters. Either get to look at the front of Doth's car or the back of Gypsy's car. Wow. Wow. Whoa.
Kublai on the back of Babu, probably looking to steal fastest lap. And Babu lets him go.
So yeah, Gypsy, pretty clear out of the DRS of Doth. So I think Doth has got that second position locked down if he doesn't pick up a penalty.
Yeah, not much to talk about really.
No, there are no coast gaps. I guess we can talk about Chen here, who I believe will win the championship tonight.
Yeah,
Um,
he should.
the 5-race championship.
Good place. That's the fastest lap, taking it away 1 extra point from everyone.
Yep, but I believe Chen will be our championship winner. He's driven a great race. Drove a great race in Monaco. Drove a great race in Australia. Drove a great race in Baku. He really hasn't had any big mistakes other than strategy in Baku. And he's driven very faultlessly. And so good job from him to be the 5-race intermediate season, or whatever you want to call it, like the in-between season champion. And I'm excited to see what he can do in the proper season of 2020. Or the
For
game
sure.
2020, yeah. Will be very, very interesting as Guzman
Oh no, yep. Damn it.
lets Kia by. I respect Guzman staying, though.
Yeah,
That's a bold
Sure.
move. I would have quit a while ago.
Are we on the final lap of this race? Maybe Chen will spin or DNF, but probably not. Tipsy too far back to make a move on Doff anymore.
Yeah, for sure. Way too far.
So now we're just gonna wait for everyone to cross the line, and we're gonna see who gets what positions from the penalties.
Yep.
Try for
Yeah.
the day. Do you have any picks?
Let's check the positions. I think I'm going to go with Doth for sure, actually.
Yeah.
I do want to see. Sorry, that's the wrong thing. There it is. Yeah, Doth up 3 positions after being down 9 positions by turn 3. So doing a great job recovering and getting second position, or we'll see with penalties, but I think second position. So he absolutely is my driver of the day. I don't know about you.
I can agree with that. As Chen comes across the line here to win the Canadian Grand Prix tag, lets him go first so he doesn't have to do an extra lap.
Yeah.
Smart move.
So Chen wins
There
in
it is.
Canada, and subsequently, I believe, wins the
Championship.
the season, and great job from him. Pretty flawless championship for these 4 races. He has basically made no mistakes, so very well deserved, very well driven from him. And
Here we
Doth
go.
crosses the line, but Chipsy's out of the 3 seconds anyways. He lost it, so it
Yeah.
wouldn't have mattered anyways.
I think we're going to see Jordan get past off the hood for sure, I think. So that's one position change. We could maybe even see Harry, but we'll have to see what happens. Yep, there it is.
I don't
and
think
let's-
Harry's gonna get him though.
No.
Oof.
Oh, but Kia gets a spot on Harry, and now it's just going to be Ficklin to finish everything off here.
Coming through the wall of champions, finishing the points. Sahil picking up a point in 10th position. He's going to be happy with that. Fagelin smacks the wall there too. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was your Pirelli Canada Pre-Grand du Canada. Brendan Lee takes the podium to be a winner, and that is an Alfa Romeo 1-2. I'm sure they're going to be happy with that. And Chipsy picking up his first podium in Tier 1. Congratulations to him. He could have had it in Baku, but he did have it today in Canada. Great job from him. A great drive. Good fighting between him and Doth. Doth just really getting the exits where it mattered, and Chipsy not quite having the pace to be able to stick with him there at the end. But both of them doing a great job tonight. Hood doing a good job as well. Jordan also being able to recover after that weird kind of pit lane incident. And we have Chen with 3 seconds, 9 seconds, 9 seconds, 9 seconds, 9 seconds. And now I need to turn off the sim hub thing. I'm just gonna move. We're just gonna get out of here. Get out of here. Now we're gonna go to the race director and scroll through all this. All right. Let's head over to the ARC casting couch here.
Yep.
And see. Sorry, guys, that's gonna be Kia's picture on there. That's awkward. So that's.
Oh, okay. I'm Kia.
Yeah. So we're gonna bring Chen in here. I'm just gonna bring him in here.
Yeah,
Let's
do it.
Hello, Chen.
Hi, Gore.
Hello. So you, I believe, I have no jurisdiction in saying this, but I'm 90% sure nobody can catch you in the championship. So I believe you are the ARC Season 4 5-race champion
Yay.
in 4 races. That's pretty impressive. Actually, did you have it last?
No,
Oh,
I
you
was
didn't?
close.
Okay. Okay.
I was 40 points ahead coming in, so
Okay.
I needed a 52-point gap, but
Gotcha.
yeah.
Well, you drove really well today. We checked in on you like 5 times over the 35 laps because you were just so far ahead, really making no mistakes as you did in Monaco. So great drive from you, and then obviously getting the 1-2 with your teammates. So I think that also seals the constructors for Alfa Romeo.
That's great. So we've already won both. We've done a Mercedes and winning it way earlier.
Yeah,
But
one race
yeah.
early, but yeah, you know.
It's a pretty boring race. I just after the safety car restart, where I don't know what happened between Hood and Terry, but Terry got sent into the wall.
Yeah.
Nothing really happened after that. I think Kia was holding up the pack, and I just pulled out a gap.
Yeah. Yep. You definitely got a really big gap really quickly, and then yeah, I was riding on board with Terry on the stream in the incident, so that's gonna be a great clip.
What happened to him? Did he just get sent into the wall?
No, he went for a move down the inside and like really shallow down the inside because Hood was not leaving the room just initially, and then they both went through the wall of champions, and Hood just didn't really leave enough space on the exit, and he clipped Terry's tire, just sent him into the barrier. He instantly retired, but there's no ghosting until like 3 more people came and hit his retired car.
Well, I mean, I don't know why you can't overtake onto the line, so I don't know why he's going for a move. But anyways,
yeah, that's a good point actually. That is an interesting question.
Doesn't concern me.
Yeah, well, good job, dude.
Thanks.
Well done.
You're OP as hell. We gotta nerf you for
I'm 1 for 2 on Shen. All right, don't sell me. Get out of here, Van. Get out of here. Get out of here. We'll see. I'll see you in 2020, you son of a bitch. Oh, sorry, I can't swear on the stream. Well, we're in the casting couch, so I think any young viewers have left. So, all right. I will see you later, Chen. Congratulations, dude.
Thanks. Adios.
I'm gonna bring in Doth now so I can yell at him. Hey, Doth, welcome to the ARC casting couch.
What's going on?
So
can I make $3,000 to $5,000 a day?
You can make $3,000 to $5,000 a day. You just need to be. Are you comfortable in your own skin?
Oh, very much so.
Okay, good to hear. Yeah, you kind of got. Oh, I was literally talking about how you've had, turn 1 incidents kind of outside of your control, just getting rear-ended and spun, and it happened again.
I was so pissed.
That's completely understandable. I think without a shadow of a doubt, you are our driver of the day, going from your position to 9 positions down by turn 3 to up 3 positions by the end of the race. You did a phenomenal job recovering, and
thank you.
Great stint on those hard tires, making them last really long, and fighting Chipsy on those fresher mediums.
Thanks. Yeah, no, that was Chipsy and I had a great battle. As soon as I'm done here, I got to reach out to him. We had an awesome fight for like what had to be 20 laps between the hards and the mediums, and then he came out right behind me. And I was talking to Chen's the entire time. I'm like, shit, man, I just cannot break his DRS. And then I'd like screw up a little bit, and then of course at that point I was screwed, because then he'd start closing up again. And I was lucky that he had gotten the extra couple seconds of penalties because I wasn't getting away from him. So it was really an awesome fight with Chips.
Yeah, there was basically nothing else going on, so we watched like all 20 laps of that, and up until like 3 laps before he had you on penalties, and then he picked one up. So, yeah, that was a great race from you two. I mean, you kept getting the power down so well through the hairpin. There were laps where he was like 2/10 away from you going into the hairpin, and you just pulled it right back. So you did a great job defending there.
Cheers, thank you. Yeah, I was trying to kind of take I run a pretty slippery setup in Montreal, so I was trying to make sure that I took a late apex to have the car pointed a little bit earlier so I could get the power down a little bit earlier, because like if I didn't break away any room before the DRS straight, it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. Well, really well done. Congrats on the second
Thank you.
position, and I
Thank you very
believe
much.
constructors champion for Alfa Romeo. So good job.
Beautiful. Well, I'll thank
Yeah.
I'll thank Chenj. I just I'm sure his back is sore after the season.
Oh yeah. Well, your back is also sore from getting rammed. So
Cheers.
all right. See ya.
All right, catch you later.
All right, and I think finally let's bring in our boy, the Chunksy, the Chunkmeister. Chipsy, welcome to the ARC casting couch.
Hi, how you doing? I'm glad to be here. Can't wait to pay my mortgage.
We watched like, what was it? Doth said like 20 laps. I think it might have even been like 26 laps of you and Doth fighting.
It was pretty fun.
And you had him till the end on penalties, and then you picked up a penalty, and then subsequently fell out of DRS anyways. But yeah, you guys had a crazy back and forth.
Yeah, it was a good time. I watched it slip away ever so
Yeah.
slightly, but that's okay.
Initially, too, it was looking like you were a bit fast, or Hood was a bit faster than you, and then you just ran away. So
Yeah, I had good pace on the mediums. Mediums felt really good. I did not want to start on softs. I wanted to start medium, then go into softs at the end. But everybody was doing it, so I just hopped on the bandwagon.
yeah, well, congrats on your first podium in T1.
Thank you so much.
Took you like half the time it took that nerd Hood to do it. So yeah.
I'm gonna clip that. Thanks, guys. I appreciate
All
it.
right, see ya. Have a good night.
Later.
Ladies and gentlemen, I
gonna-
gotta move this nerd. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of everyone and the ARC moderation team and the commentary and the Apollo Racing Club is epic Fortnite gamer moment. I will leave you with that. Join if you want racing, or if you're new, we have a tier 3 for newer drivers, tier 2 for people that like to crash, and tier 1 for people who like to crash. So we're here for fun and race. So you know what they say: if you can't beat them,
Join
lose
us.
to them.